Hello everybody and welcome back again to Mass Effect 2. As you can see, we're back on the Normandy after spending a few episodes on Omega picking up new crew members. And I think I would like to have a little chat with my new crew members before we continue. So I'm going to do that this episode. But before that, my secretary told me that I have new messages. So let's have a look at that. Yep, there are new messages indeed, so let's read them. From Cerberus Command, reports tell us you've been operating in the Omega Nebula. We'd like you to look into a situation on Lorik, a nearby planet in the Father system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse mercs are holding one of our operatives. You should be able to detect the operative's transmitter. Extract the operative if the operative is beyond rescue. Recover any relevant intel that Eclipse may have collected. This is a very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion. Okay. Glad I didn't sign up. From John Whitson. Hey, Aria, give me this address. How does Aria have my address? I don't know. I think I met you at Afterlife in Omega. You stopped me from joining up with those mercs who were trying to take out Archangel. Oh yeah, I remember that kid. Man, I was so pissed off at you. I got blind drunk that night, and it was a few days later before I got it together enough to check the news vids and saw that almost all those mercs had gotten killed by Archangel. I don't know who you are or if you got out of there alive yourself, but thanks. I felt really stupid when I heard about the body count and how I could have been part of it. I'll make the most of what you did for me, John Whitson. Alright, that's actually a nice thing, so we saved this kid from a horrible fate. And things are quiet again, from Omega Clinic Desk. Commander, I wanted to thank you again for saving me from those Batarians. I thought I'd seen the worst of people's anger and fear at Dr. Solus' clinic. I had no idea how much anger his work was keeping in check, how bad it really was. If not for you, I'd be dead, thank you. The clinic is doing well. I got rid of most of the plague, and I've been able to handle the rest without too much trouble. The Blue Suns keep offering to take over security here. I keep the mechs powered on. I won't make the same mistake twice, thanks Daniel. Right, that is Morden's assistant that we rescued. So yeah, that's actually kinda nice that you hear back from them and know what happened to them. But, you know, what I really would like to do is send a few messages, because there are a bunch of people that may want to know that I'm alive, you know. Like, I don't know, Caden maybe? He might be interested in that, or, you know, the rest of my old crew. Or, you know, I do have a mother, right? At least I had one in the last game, she was still alive. So yeah, I kind of would tell them that I'm still alive, or, well, alive again, I suppose. Anyway, let's go and talk to Joker.
Hadley, I heard about Ferris Fields. Any news on your brother?
He's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the collectors pay for taking him.
Well, thank you for your trust in me. But yeah, let's go and see if Joker has something new to say.
Hey, Commander, we got Garrus back! That's great, because he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
Yeah, right. So what do you think about the mission?
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
And the squad?
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda. And expect to survive the reprisal. No surprise, Morden acts superior to everyone, like he's got tenure at FU. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
My lips are sealed. And how are things in the cockpit?
I assume everything's going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
Oh my god. Well, somehow I think that reminiscing about the good old days will not be different, so,
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
let me see if I find some other people to chat up. Like my newest crew members, who I still have to find. I guess they're somewhere on my ship. Also, I'm not sure if she has something to say.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
Ah, Garrus is a tough son of a bitch.
He's a soldier. It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
Okay. So, are you into aliens?
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender.
Okay.
Anything else, Commander?
How was the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Okay.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Oh dear, this lady is so awkward. Anyway, let me try to speak to some other people. I'm not sure if Jacob wants to talk to me now. He didn't really want to get into anything personal last time.
Commander, can I help you with something?
So, I want to talk about you.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done.
Right.
We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
So, you're a soldier like me.
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
Alright, tell me again about joining Cerberus.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
And you have no issues with their methods?
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
Okay. Tell me about some career highlights.
What was your proudest career moment?
Covered this, didn't we? It was after getting sidelined. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
So why wasn't that reported?
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
Alright. You're still in top shape, okay? Yeah, I guess it's good that you know, took a stand.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
Are you always this depressing?
Way to boil it down, Jacob. I hope you keep a better attitude about our current mission.
Don't worry. This is exactly what I signed on for. If that's all, Commander, I'll get back to my duties. There's a lot to get ready.
Sure. Alright, so, we had a little chat with him. This is just comm room, right? But this is the lab. Yes. Alright, let's talk to him again.
Shepard, how can I help?
I want to talk about you.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that, actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. It wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds. Need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
So, what exactly did you do?
What was the Special Tasks Group doing with the Krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
How did it happen?
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Perhaps they weren't adapting?
Maybe they were just having a lucky year. Or fewer mercs left, meaning more Krogan were left to repopulate.
Please, Shepard. Social environmental concerns accounted for. Not an undergraduate. Population spike caused by adaptation to genophage. No other possibility.
And what happened next?
What did your team do when it learned that the Krogan were overcoming the genophage?
Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
And you think this was the best choice?
You never considered other options?
Hundreds. Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide, or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy. Krogan included.
Yeah, I still don't know how I feel about that genophage business. Tell me about the distribution of the virus.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
And what effects do these modifications have?
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
Why not go all the way? I'm not sure what she means by that. Just, kill all the Krogans entirely?
If the Krogan are so dangerous, why not just sterilize them outright?
Not a war criminal. Not a murderer. Genocide. Unnecessary. Krogan as a whole, violent, aggressive. Still, have outliers. Worth saving. Genophage modification protected Galaxy. Allowed Krogan chance to survive. Everyone wins. Good for us, good for them.
I'm not sure this is actually good for you, but, good for them, but thanks for telling me anyway.
I doubt you told many people about this, Mordin. I appreciate you letting me know.
Wanted you to know I'm willing to do what's necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Okay. I'll check back on you. Right, let's check the rest of the ship and let's see if we can find some of our new crew members. I'm going to assume that none of them is in my own cabin, so let's check the crew quarters first. And see if we can find anyone. This is the restroom. It's still locked.
It's just too dangerous for them in New Canton. I'm shipping my family back to Earth.
You can afford that?
Cerberus looks out for their own. They're funding the transport for me.
It's the least they can do when we're putting our lives on the line.
That is true. So there's nobody around here. But oh, hang on. Didn't I get the brandy for Dr. Chakwas? Maybe we can actually give it to her. Right.
How may I help you, Commander?
I've got your brandy.
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
Yes, let's drink.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Oh, I agree with you there. So, why leave the Alliance?
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
So you're lonely?
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly it's true.
I think I understand what you mean.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
Not at all. Man, these are all pretty good things to toast to. I can't really make a choice here. So let's just, I think a toast to friends is a nice one because it encompasses pretty much all of this. So yeah, a toast to friends.
To the people we care for.
May we never take them for granted.
Ah, that is nice. Ooh. I think I'm drunk. That's actually kind of funny. And apparently she passed out and is now lying down. Oh Edie, have I talked to you already?
What's this area of the ship?
In the med bay.
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Alright, thank you, Edie.
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Fields.
Ferris Fields? Didn't Hadley have a brother stationed there?
Yeah, he's taking it pretty hard.
I'm not sure if you have something new to say. Let's
How can I help you, Commander?
Need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
If you happen to find any of those supplies on the list I gave you, it would be much appreciated. Otherwise, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, I'm still working on that.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Alright, main battery. Apparently this is now open, so let's have a look inside here. Oh, this is where Garrus is hiding. Alright, let's have a chat with our little bro.
Shepard, need me for something?
Alright, tell me about the Normandy weapons.
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a Collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Alright, tell me about the Normandy upgrades.
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
Right, I mean, these are basically the same that I have in the lab, and I need more resources before I can actually do any of this, I believe. Well, I could get submachine damage. I mean, eventually I want to get all the upgrades, so it's not really a matter of which I take in which order, I think. So let's just take this when I can. And,
Shepard.
talk again.
Need me for something?
So what are your thoughts on the Cerberus crew?
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite, anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Alright, yeah, I just want to talk a bit with you.
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
Yeah, we're not with them. I mean, I would like to say this, but it's kind of hypocritical because in the end I'm working for them, so... you okay with this?
You sure you're okay working with Cerberus?
I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
Tell me about the squad.
What did your merc squad do? Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
So the gangs must have hated you.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
Alright. You were a thug. Well, it sounds more like some kind of vigilante, but yeah.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule.
Alright.
Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Okay, I see. Tell me more about your history.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went back to CSEC after the Normandy was destroyed, but with all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos for me to really help. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch, and there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
So, how'd you get a group?
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Yeah, I mean, back in the first game, he already was kind of frustrated with CSEC. I had the impression that, you know, by the end of the game he had second thoughts about that and wanted to go back to CSEC, but apparently that didn't work out. Alright, tell me more about your squad.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Salarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
Alright, and what happened then?
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
Okay, tell me about it.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Yeah, maybe he died as well.
You sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
And did you ever find him?
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
Alright, I'll leave you to it then. Well, apparently Garrus has been keeping quite busy. In the 2 years? 2 years since the Normandy got destroyed. Anyway, let's check in with Miranda. Right, she's over here.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Yeah, tell me about the upgrades as well. I'm not sure if you have anything for me here.
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
Again, I probably can't actually get any of them at the moment. Nope.
Whenever you have the time and resources, let me know.
Alright, can we talk?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Yeah, I'm not really Cerberus. I didn't really have a choice to work with you, you know?
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the Elusive Man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
Why should I?
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
Why Cerberus?
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
And you think that Cerberus appreciates you?
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good.
Yeah,
they
sure.
see the bigger picture. And I feel like I have a purpose here.
I feel you're better than that.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
But that's not what defines you.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Alright, tell me more about your father.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Self-esteem? I'm not sure what she's going to ask, but I'm going to ask it.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool.
That's basically what I just
used
said.
By your father,
Whatever.
by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Alright, I already said that. Tell me about your mother.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Okay, I see. Well, I don't think there's anything else I can ask, so, well, thank you for that little chat.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Huh. Well, some interesting stories we're hearing here. I still haven't found Zaid, so maybe he's not on this deck. Let's get back to the elevator and, have a look at the rest of the ship. Well, like I said, I don't think he's in my cabin, so let's go to engineering. Here we are. And I think this was not open before, so let's have a look inside here. Oh, there he is. And oh, are you using surveillance to spy on the rest of us? Well, that's interesting.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call it Jesse. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I'd give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
And now you just carry it along as a good luck charm. Well, that is interesting.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something.
Okay.
So you knew Archangel from before? Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You and I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy.
Okay.
I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50.
Good for you.
Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness.
I guess it doesn't really matter to him as long as you're useful to him.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Alright. Well, he didn't have much to tell me. Garbage compactor, you... Oh! Eject garbage. Oh, we're just venting our garbage into space. Well, that's wonderful. It's also kind of funny, actually.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
Okay. Oh, I can examine the ship model.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Verikan. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
Do you keep some item for all of your missions and you bring them along everywhere to remind you of your missions? I mean, you're apparently living in an engineering room, but you have like this stuff lying around from your previous missions. That is kind of strange. Anyway, nice chatting to you either way. So, right, this is the actual engineering, and I believe I actually got that thing my engineers were looking for.
I just heard. The collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony. Everyone's gone.
Shit! We're going to make those dirty buggers pay.
I still can't get over the fact that I have a Scottish engineer. I like that.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Oh, sure, why not? Let's have a round.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
Go easy on the new guy. Remember, I'm your boss. Well, I'm not going to throw my weight around with my crew members, so yeah, go easy on the new guy.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
I bet she's just pulling their strings. You've won 500 credits playing Skillian 5. Well, that's not bad. If you think about it, 500 credits was basically the payment for the mercenaries in the mission to take down archangels, so... Interesting.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
Yeah, right.
So worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're alright, Shepard.
Alright.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Well, this is all stuff that I asked before already, so nothing.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Not sure if she actually has something to say.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Okay, when I talk to her, I just, you know...
Carry on.
Get to the
Will
same
do, Commander.
dialogue wheels up. Apparently she has no dialogue on her own. Right, I guess this is pretty much everything. I mean, presumably there's nothing down here. So, I would like to leave for the Citadel next, but it's a bit late in the episode to do that. However, I remember there were some planets in this system, so maybe let's head back to the bridge and have a look at the planets, and then we can end the episode, right? So, let's have a look at this. Right, let's leave this place and explore the planets, right? Urdak. Urdak is a close-orbiting brown dwarf. Most red-brown dwarf binary systems have an average separation of 8 AU. The Sarbaric system is about 12 billion years old and it has long since used up the deuterium used to fuel fusion, so Urdak is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. Urdak is a Class L brown dwarf with a relatively low temperature of 1300 degrees Celsius, relatively low, but its heat and gravity have made it unpopular for development. There are rumors that the heads of several of Omega's crime syndicates maintain private residences on various moons. Whatever the truth of the matter, battles between syndicates' vessels are often observed around the ring plane. News outlets on Omega maintain satellites at Urdak's Lagrange point for real-time coverage of these battles, which garner high viewer ratings. Okay, I can scan. Oh! Element 0, iridium, platinum, palladium. Hold right mouse to scan for minerals. Okay. Oh. So, I guess this means that there's palladium?
Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Oh, I see how this works. So I can scan the planets and then launch a probe to collect the stuff. Yeah, sure. I mean, this seems like stuff that I'm going to do off camera because this is, you know.
In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Kind of seems like, you know, grindy, uninteresting stuff. So, let's not get into that now. But at least I know how I'm supposed to do that. But let me have a look at the map again. So, Urdak. But there are more planets around here, right? Let's have a look at this one. Imorkan. A standard methane ammonia gas giant Imorkan is the main source of helium-3 fuel for ships coming to or from Omega. Most of its fueling stations are run by criminal cartels who engage in cutthroat, sometimes literally pricing wars. Imorkan is also widely known for its layover stations where pirates in a hurry can find fuel, ammunition, intoxicants, gambling, and sexual companionship at any hour. Okay. And yeah, this is basically the same thing. Yeah, like I said, this is not something that I'm going to do on camera, I believe. And there's something over here. If it were closer to Sarbaric, Bindur would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. In the deep cold of the outer solar system, however, both elements have long since frozen to the ground. Alright. Scanner results rich. Huh.
Probe away.
Let me grab some platinum.
In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
So we have a Mars relay, we have the Omega 4 relay, but I can't, well, I can actually look at it. The Omega 4 relay is surrounded by hazard beacons and automated warnings. Over the last 1,000 years, many ships have attempted to pass through it, but none have returned. The only ones to pass freely back and forth through the relay are the mysterious collectors. There are many theories why ships never return from Omega 4. Some say there is a black hole at the far end. Others, mostly the impoverished underclass of Omega, believe there is some form of earthly paradise. Most, however, simply think that the collectors capture or destroy those passing through the relay. Well, I don't think I want to enter it right now. And we have a fuel depot. Why do I need fuel anyway? But I suppose I'm going to get it. And sure, let me by probes as well. But yeah, I guess I'm going to end the episode here, unless there's any other planet for me to check out. And yeah, I would say in the next episode we are going to the Citadel and have a look around there. So thank you for watching and see you again next time.